in the month of October. But there will be 3 different series. One, I know your version and players that they need to improve on their performance, judging from Jomoye in the month of October. The second episode, we will look at players they need to get chance, adequate chance to prove themselves based on matches at Kotoko in the month of October. And the last part, who is Asante Kotoko's best player for the month of October. And that year, here she mrantia omo de mono answer any so mu pagem yewura afefufuro. They're looking at the top 5 players within Asante Kotoko whose performance must increase moving to the month of November. Now, the first player, started from Asia, me aboba ede ababewie esro. And player number 5, branch of Augustine Japan. The month of October, Kotoko Karela, Accra Lions, Diana, Nations, any Timwa, the Fenibechim United. Now, Augustine Japan's total performance in these 5 matches, average rating, you probably give Augustine Japan around 6/10. That is even when you are being charitable. Defensively, throughout the matches at Kotoko October, Accra Lions, for instance, had a terrible game. Karela dia one bubi, it was Samuel Asamoah, but as Samuel Prime Augustine baby, our boy against Adriana, not an excellent game from Augustine Japan against Nations, story net twaso, and Kotoko against Team FN Bechim, a sad twaso game. About to some extent as a coach in uniform against Accra Lions coach in uniform. And Augustine, we all know that you are very, very talented. Right back of your height, there is more to develop. There is more in you that you can do. Me not sure say injury shall now they ball, but what ball now reduce the standard to the level that now people are calling. See, Sheriff number 2. And when it gets to that stage where people are calling for a midfielder to come and play as the right back, it means that we are right back. We're doing our form. Now, you must improve on how you cross the ball with all love. You're done a can't see natural. Or crosses not a day. Now, your recovery and positioning. You are very good when it comes to 1v1 situations. And okra kan one more about chan debate around Augustine Randolph. Minina edumye entirely edum kra obi afena obi ambo Randolph dingim, because you saw that a Japan ball now bono your tackling, your recovery, your crosses solid. Last thing I had a set piece back home and now bubisha near there. But all of a sudden it looks like we cannot really pinpoint the positives in your game, judging from matches at Kotoko last month. And I will still believe, say, and this time around, when you're tough competition, and competition is supposed to bring the best in players, because for saying Isahaku, Samuel Asamoah, say, only may players be me and Sanamo pre-position back one. When a chance now, but you up so body only what here. Saying at the end of the day, you solidify your position. And the others will just be making rotation on the bench. But Obo last month, it still raises question that Kotoko's right back position needs fixing, and that's not the best for you as a player. Enti SSO pijem na Obo homodin. Na manti ebe uremu de unya chance. Na Oba boniye send you be abebo abaso. Kotoko fans, if you play it well, they'll give you the applause. If you disappoint, then on betting Tesukoko diachiro. So player number 5 for Augustine Japan. Now, your thoughts will be a 4. A branch of Henry Ansu. Not the best of months for Henry Ansu. Kotoko Karela mistake and Emma Evans and Roma Kokoshe. Against Accra Lions, Kotoko Kipu clean sheet. Against Ediana, Kotoko Kipu clean sheet. But against Nations, Kokoshe own goal. Again, not the best for you. And a Kotkone a team FN Bechim. That was your worst game or ball for Asante Kotoko. Because Connie Karela Dieno, after making the mistakes, a dampu mora kakraba, you were still trying to rectify error now, yeah, which was so decent. I love your passion, I love your commitment. And how I will be from Swa or person. But against nations, I won't blame you so much for the own goal. Because one, it was raining, and Obi Ano Stadium moved from a boko the direction of Asante Kotoko for a brief period, and then soon. So even for that own goal, clearly the direction of your head, which you would would be PM frame, and so unfortunately born Koto. After that goal, man who said any effect was you played well. But like I've been saying, in the Kotoko defense, not player I expecting is Obeji defense, why the heart of Kotoko's defense from preseason was Henry Ansu. Preseason, your kicks, your command, your excellent stopping abilities in the air, you were basically the heart of defense and the leader. Yusuf Nuruddin was not even in the picture because Nyen said Sharif Mohammed ni Henry Ansu never. Until Kotoko ni so atrema upra kakra. Emma Nuruddin be shame and he played a solid 45 minutes and a 10 tables na round. Emma said Nuruddin. The Tekka team decided to give Nuruddin an opportunity. So with you are the one that Kotoko for. He named say Ube replacing Yusuf Mubarak, Ube replacing Mohamed Al-Hassan. But that is not entirely the story. So as a matter of fact, as I say, because clearly you did not put up a first-class performance in the month of October. You get a ratings of around 6.5, which to me is not really the best. Media Japan, what to a Japan, because you perform badly than a Japan based on your experience, based on your knowledge, based on how matured you are in the heart of defense. Board do our ball Ghana Premier League. Yes, this might be your first season, but as matured as you are, we expecting you to settle and display enough quality than you are putting up. Into what players are month of October. Or munya before market come more than one so but also number 4. As I say, we pay them you rather the month of November. Yes, sir. See as a sound near the Sheriff Bejina near partner Sheriff ne Yusuf Nuruddin na coach no so hard. Now the next player on the list, branch of Eric Zeze. And Kobe Beka said Zeze di enki dim koma. Ebianka yemfa Zeze mbeshe players are omunya enough opportunity to prove themselves. That would have been what people will be saying. But if you know the stories behind why Zeze is not playing, you understand the entire I'm saying the modern bono players are all to command the Busumi Chemi and October as I see didn't come. He had an opportunity against Karela and he was extremely poor, tactically indisciplined as a player. Off the field in discipline, the crowd is different. Tactically on the field. During preseason, Opiano copy possibly who said, Coach Ogu per se, the players say the double pivot anymore. Moment game the flow as fast as you can. And when a man coach in the pair Shadrach Ado asem, because Shadrach Ado no nya ball now, not on channel partner ball in flow. Now Shadrach Ado was playing. People criticize him saying he's being bullied in the midfield. Unique Erizeze. Now you came in and no person born we are seeing them on ball at the expense of the quick transition of the team, at the expense of proper teamwork. This is not an individual sport. I know you are very talented, but I mean, says one player I'm just trying to contract more. Me Jina baby and defended that because clearly Obejina Park no so a ball no bono. Or cause some more harm, especially when the team want to move forward with pace, than good. But the ball Obejina so between back between you no than who won't feel and the opponent will recover. And based on that performance, and their coach, based on their meeting coach, Kasa try as a lesson. Let the ball flow. Know when to pass as soon as possible. Give those defense splitting passes and let the team move forward. Constantly, you want to hold on to the ball for 30 for 20 seconds, giving the opponent an opportunity to recover. And after that, 20-man squad went in Remubi. Until the month of October, Kotoko Players are on modern ball from Pan Exeze. and a source, and yes, our bench now better 20-man squad now, so the club will decide to terminate your contract. Watch your guest Okran against Kotoko. Okran and him so Okran a pension or job at no, or take part no movie. The so tina so a back part no across it, was switch play or switch left, no I'm right. Quick transition. On Bobo no mo bia so dem born in some man say akwani onimchi no, because akwani onimchi no. One who said at the right time near Jibbo now, what top pressure more defense, and that is what the Reserve was doing when he was given the chance to play for Kotoko. Now, player Tosu me no amount to October when one year no cry Steve Mukwala. Mukwala will be placed number 2. With high expectations comes high disappointment. Last season he was the top scorer for Asante Kotoko, and this season one goal. I'll not question the commitment of Mukwala, and I'll not question the passion of Mukwala, but man to we am fat. Well, who so? Dumedian went to Kotoko. A foreigner that is being paid with this huge amount of money should justify it on the field. So I Kotoko ni Accra Lions winner. You cannot pinpoint the contribution of Mukwala. Kotokoni Adriana, you cannot pinpoint the contribution of Mukwala. Kotokoni Nations, yes, he scored a goal. You're born Abaso for that. But in the next game against Bechem, what the game critically and what look at the number of chances of Mukwala Bossel shooting over the bank, and that was poor from such a player that any GDC cannot enquire a solution on their problem. But Oshamantia, he was more like a problem instead of a solution. Yes, in the first season of Kotoko, he had a slow start. Later, he hit the ground running. So I'll pardon him to some extent, hoping that man Tia Baby would remedy or Baby Sojana Makotoko. Now, a modern bono on the field, Nasasa, na Amanioma in Kenya Bakakra. But honestly speaking, it was based on last month. The rounds now, no, you know, match back open Abekas or yes, our rounds. That was Kotoko against Nations. Or you're running, no, or pressing defenders. You really didn't see that from Mukwala in the chances that coach and the man not to play. And that is why eventually led to a stage said, Coach ni Mukwala free no de Kalu Atara Babitin. And that should tell you, summarize how from the tactical point of view, or more analyze the performance of Steve Mukwala. Into command TI the October players on one man so any number 2. Abrante Mukwala. Now player the modern one nye. The month of October was George Mfege. Or not the modern one Mfege. We are doing these ratings believing that the following month things will change. We are not doing these ratings to discourage players. That's why we are doing in 3 different episodes. The one yard here, or more here chance to justify themselves, and players or more homeworking. It said this month, Udimbo more man yard now bought more the next month, Udimba more yard. So Udimba more yard. Now I know the following month, Udimba more man yard. And player 1 yard here back was George Mfege. Complete disappointment. Complete disappointment. Sarah Kotoko front 3 in most matches. The watcher with team power was George Mfege. At the point, Kotoko deputy captain George Mfege. Or show leadership skill. A leader sometimes should carry the team on his shoulders and be that player who created something out of nothing in all the matches. Kotoko Karela, Kotoko Accra Lions, Kotoko Ediana, Kotoko Nations, Kotoko team FN Bechem. And look they went to make the squad because of injury. But in all the matches played in October, you cannot really pinpoint the offensive contribution, attacking contribution of George Mfege in the Asante Kotoko setup. And he was the biggest flop of the month. Well, who so crap? And now only position was Mfege the NFA, now Mukwala the NFA. Now they have 1 position on the front 3 that needs fixing. Do we the Peter Inka hallelujah, front three, a perfect front three has been formed. But that was not the case. Massive disappointment. And I think, say, if say I never call, I need 3 years, January say, bet me a turn up a credit. Yan turn and yan pay. I'm just hoping that it will change in the month here. But if the same thing is going to happen in this month, January credit baby and penny for on man. Because with this kind of performance, it becomes difficult to extend this contract. And it will become difficult. Because a player I can't 1 year no extend the war or free agent. It is a say I know Babona. Kakra bi baby I know agent no agent no amanoko. Now I cash it out kakra because his performance was abysmal and it was a disaster in the month of October. This is Sober TV and this is my analysis. So we disagree. Feel free to also drop players I want to say in the month of October. We'll discuss it in the coming days. Until then, adios, bye bye.